Hello, good evening and good weekend to all. Okay, so I'm back now. Been away for quite some while, and certainly back hopefully to provide daily commentary on the FTSE and European indices hopefully as well. I'll try my best to do daily market wrap-ups for those that are into obviously indices trading, and hopefully give my insight from a obviously intermarket analysis perspective as well. Be sure to catch me. My website is currently being revamped. Hopefully should be active again soon, and my Twitter handle certainly is available there. You can certainly follow me that way. Okay, so let's get into the analysis, folks. Okay, so in terms of the FTSE 100, okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the actual fundamental factors at play here. Okay, as you can see, a daily chart certainly is facing resistance around this 6400 zone. Previous technical resistance was 6350. We've touched around the 6380, 6390 and reversed. There's no real horizontal resistance here at present, okay, whereas the weekly bar, okay, has the upper level resistance around 6490 and previous support equals resistance around 6540 and 6650. Okay, so watch out for those zones. There was a key level here, which obviously coincides with this level around 6490 again. Historically speaking, there's no real inflection point that we can certainly revert to. I mean, other than this potential line here, okay, which is around the 6450 zone, okay, and again that is a weak level, so nevertheless watch out for those zones. Okay, FTSE 100. Let's have a look at the actual fundamental backdrop then. So basically, Rishi Sunak with his stimulus certainly helped the FTSE. Okay, obviously the COVID vaccine announcement last week certainly shifted the whole macro perspective quite violently. I think it's one of the biggest shifts in history. I think one of the, not the biggest shifts, but one of the biggest shifts in the macro backdrop in terms of the actual markets reversing. Humongous short squeeze, as you can see here on the daily chart. You can really appreciate this. The actual rally itself started from the 530 on the back of obviously second lockdown phase, and then obviously those whole phase have been negated with a 100% retracement back above 6,000, above 6,120, and obviously we took out 6,350. So we had almost a 900 point rally, folks, on the back of that COVID vaccine. Okay, breakthrough, and again the breakthrough really is certainly fragile as well, given the fact that the safety level or safety results certainly are either. Okay, so you had the fiscal stimulus, and then you obviously had QE as well that was certainly enacted from the BOE. So you had double whammy there along with COVID vaccine. So, and which in turn obviously helped the actual oil sector as well. So let's just bring up the chart of Brent. Again, FTSE 100, you can't trade that without the chart of Brent. So again, as you can see here, pivot low at 35, massive rally here, humongous, very, very impressive rally, and obviously we've certainly come off that now again with these virus numbers certainly increasing in the US and Europe as well. Also in Germany, in Italy and Spain, certainly doesn't bode well. We had a major topping tail here, so crude oil certainly leading the rally in the FTSE as well. So $36 to almost 46, or $10 rally in oil, and obviously we are coming off now. So keep an eye on those zones, folks. Keep an eye on those zones. Again, oil prices are absolutely instrumental to the FTSE 100, those that trade it. So be important, well, very, very important for you to observe. And also the GBP USD as well. There's been almost 100% correlation, inverse correlation, should I say, with the GBP and the FTSE. But recently, with the announcement of the vaccine and obviously QE and fiscal stimulus as well, certainly has been ignored, but again will be observed. So keep an eye on that, and that's what's caused the FTSE to stall as well. So as you can see here, daily chart on the FTSE 100 certainly stalled around the 6400 zone, which is pretty clear and evident, folks, on the daily chart. The 60-minute zone, really, these are the levels that I have. Again, if we do break up on the upside, then obviously they're irrelevant, but for now they certainly seem to be the important zones. Again, there's an inflection point here around the 6170 zone, and the upper resistance is around 6397, so watch out there. For now, in terms of the FTSE, we have political uncertainty as well with Mr. Cummings. Again, he was a bit of a moron, and really he was incompetent, along with the rest of his Tory party, unfortunately, which I've been saying for a while now, and they certainly have mismanaged this whole COVID crisis, and again it doesn't bode well for the actual UK at present, although the reinfection rate has started to drop below 1, so certainly a potential bullish argument can be made there, but the rest of Europe and the US, the cases are certainly rising. So again, watch out, and whether or not the actual lockdown gets extended past, I think is December. Again, that will be risk negative for the FTSE 100. So COVID-19 rally, or the vaccine rally, certainly has triggered the euphoria and the short squeeze. Fiscal stimulus and monetary stimulus, obviously from the BOE, increasing QE, and fiscal stimulus from Mr. Rishi Sunak, extending the furlough scheme. That certainly helped the FTSE rally to a large extent. Okay, now can that be sustained? Obviously, the US election, obviously, given the fact that Mr. Biden is pro-stimulus, that certainly has helped. And obviously, given the fact that we've got this moron out of the way now, and the China trade war certainly starts to temper down, which again helps global growth and global trade. So keep an eye on that. Although having said that, the Chinese have just signed a massive free trade deal with a lot of the Asian countries, which indicates that they are not interested in the US anymore, to my understanding. And again, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Nevertheless, that idiot's still in the White House, so he's not accepted defeat over the weekend. He stated that he's not conceding defeat. So let's see how that plays out. So again, there's a lot of factors out there that will obviously dictate the market moves. But for now, the FTSE 100 60-minute chart, upper zone 6400. If you break above that, obviously we continue to short squeeze higher. If we break down, then we've got key support here at 6180, and previous resistance equals support around 6130. Another key zone is around 6030. Then obviously we continue to flush 5940. Be interesting to see if obviously we get some negative news regarding the safety concerns regarding these vaccines, and obviously this whole rally can certainly reverse very quickly. In terms of the 10-minute chart, you've got an unfilled gap to fill around 6380, so watch out for that resistance there. Horizontal resistance at 6350, gap fill here at 6340, which obviously closed on the Friday. Key resistance again at 6382. And we have the actual gap here. So obviously the market closed. Let's just have a look here. 430 closed. So yeah, we have a gap here, folks, as well. So another gap, potential gap here. Then obviously we gap lower on the Thursday from the Wednesday. Okay, so two potential gaps to close above at 6380 and 6397. And again, watch out for resistance there. And obviously support zone below at 6290. If that cracks, then obviously it opens the way down to these key levels here. So let's just draw this again. Previous support equals resistance around the 6250, and then you've got horizontal support around the 6235, and then finally back down below at 6180. And the ultimate obviously, if we get a major risk off event, and again that could be the potential vaccine failure, could be potential lack of stimulus from the US. I mean, there's so many variables that one could certainly use it as a potential fundamental narrative. Nevertheless, again, gap fill below at 5910, and that should be interesting if that were to occur. Okay, I think that's a good market wrap up. Good to be back, and like I said, these will be more consistent now on a daily basis. And be sure to follow my site. Hopefully, once it's back up and running. In the meantime, follow my Twitter feed. Take care. Goodbye.